Yeah, hi. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your WWE Smackdown and the Hall of Fame 2022 review. Why am I not doing an AEW Rampage review in this video? Will there be a review? Possibly. Because, first of all, who the fuck watched Rampage tonight? Nobody did! Nobody! And we're going to talk about that along with another show that, besides Smarks, these fat neckbearded mongoloid Smarks watched, everybody who's a legit actual wrestling fan, a real wrestling fan, we watched a show with legends, okay? That legends became officially legends in the Hall of Fame. Alright? I will do a fucking AEW Rampage review along with a video that... I was not going to do a review for the stupid... So yeah, this is the stupid thing. So Tony Khan is going against his own show with a stupid pay-per-view for ROH. So ROH is doing one of the dumb pay-per-views that nobody fucking watches and shit besides Marks. Super Card of Honor thing. I'm going to give it a try to review it when I'm free. Probably, just give my thoughts on it because... But let's be honest here. Smarks will just say anything is good anyway. So we're going to talk about that in another video. I'll try to watch some highlights of that shit. I know apparently the big thing that happened, and yeah, because they're like, what, partnership deal, there was like a lot of AEW shit going on. So basically it was AEW, going against their own show. It's AEW versus AEW. Like, what's the fucking point? Who fucking cares, okay? Grab your Coca-Colas, drinking my niece, probably make some bitches go, oh shit. Which, what this Hall of Fame basically did. Oh shit, cheers. I gotta say, man, the Hall of Fame was fucking amazing. I enjoyed it. Alright? I'm telling you, like, if The Undertaker was to actually do the Hall of Fame, honestly, that's worth it. But it was cool seeing the entire show anyways. Definitely Smackdown was fucking... I don't know what to tell you. Smackdown just felt like... I understand this, but I don't know why they did not put effort to Smackdown. Yeah, so there was no effort for Smackdown for some reason. There was like barely some effort. It was just basically shit that we could... so basically, they did a Battle Royal just to make... Oh, see, this is why you should care. There was no Lesnar. There was no Reigns. Oh, but there's Drew McIntyre. Like, whatever. It was like... They didn't really give a shit to try to put some effort on this show, unfortunately, so... We'll talk about SmackDown. Let's talk about... The Hall of Fame was definitely the main thing they cared about tonight, which I understand, but like... But yeah, fucking... That Hall of Fame was pretty cool. Really was the highlight. So we'll talk about fucking SmackDown. So we're gonna save the Rampage review for another... Man, I got a lot of videos coming, because of... this best time to be a wrestling fan in there or whatever, okay. So the show started, I missed 5 minutes of the show. So the show started with so SmackDown started with the prestigious Honor Jam Memorial Battle Royal. Madcap Moss won the Battle Royal. I don't know what the fuck happened much besides like the 5 minutes after the 5 minutes, I don't know what to tell you. It is what it is, you know what I mean? It was sadly, like, not a lot of stars were on the Battle Royal. It was just basically jobbers and mid-carders, Not really fun. It's like, I don't know what to tell you. Madcap Moss last eliminates Balor. I don't even know what Balor's gonna do. So what, Balor versus Damien Priest not gonna happen? Maybe they didn't even announce or develop to it. Like, what the fuck? I don't know what to tell you. After the match, Madcap Moss tells a joke to How's DeAndre, but then it's like the custard battle or something about that. I don't know. Makes no... Oh man, bunch of fucking AEW shits talked about. Ricochet beats Angel and Humberto to win the triple threat match for the IC title. A little dissension between the tag team. Yeah. I don't know what to say. Naomi and Sasha Banks defeats Carmella and Queen Zelina. Sasha looks like an anime bitch. It's just pedophile shit. And then, oh, a little face off with the fucking, who the fuck cares? Then Charlotte proceeds to rip off Sable and Carlito, saying that, oh, that's cool. What you wanna know? I don't even know what she said, but she basically says like, me breaking Charlotte's arm or leg, that's cool. Me going to the ESPYs, that's cool. I don't fucking know. Then she goes and said, she's this. I'm every woman who wants to be like, and every man who wants to be with. Really? I think that's really like the opposite of what you say. And literally, this bitch is the opposite of cool. What is cool about Charlotte? Charlotte is a disgusting tranny bitch. And just because she's a Flair. She can't talk for shit too. I don't understand. Why do people think that she's a good talker? Or, especially people in WWE. How is she a good talker? She literally sounds like a fucking man, has no charisma. She can't talk for shit. It's not that, oh, she's literally garbage and disgusting. I'm like, really? She looks like this, she looks worse than Cher. Like, fucking A. I don't know. And then she declares she's gonna stand tall over Ronda and blah blah blah. Ronda had a video package. Oh yeah, there's a video package. There was also like, yeah, Ronda freaking, she's training out. She's gonna take her arm and show it to her kids or whatever. Pat McAfee goes after Austin Theory after Austin Theory attacks him, and then freaking he kicks the door. But then Vince McMahon's like, "Who do you think you are? If you're targeted, it's either if you touch Austin before the match, you'll be fired or whatever." Then Boogs and Jimmy Uso ends in a DQ after Austin Theory Finn Balor gets involved. Yeah, fucking Austin was gonna attack. He goes to attack fucking Pat McAfee, sprays like water at him or whatever. I don't know, some drink. But then Finn Balor attacks him. I don't know why, but whatever. At least that's some stupid Tickman tag bullshit. And then fucking Austin Theory just wins from his team. With Austin Theory and the Usos defeats freaking the Finn Balor and Nakamura and Boogs. Basically like so yeah, just like what's the point for WrestleMania, And wow, like fucking this guy is the United States champion. The title's not on the line at WrestleMania as well. If anything, like for people who complain that IC title's not on the line. You guys didn't want Sami Zayn to be the champion losing to fucking Johnny Knoxville or fucking maybe the possibility of him fucking being the champion still. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. There was early on the show also about Lesnar and Roman Reigns, their video package. I'm liking that they used like some old theme songs. Like I remember, like wasn't like the No Mercy theme song. It was like not No Mercy. It was like the No Mercy theme song when they didn't use the signature Jim John. It was like one of the PG era No Mercy theme song, which actually it actually sounded good. I think it was like 2008, right? Happy Corbin holds happy talk and tells a joke about McIntyre losing his mom and sword. And Drew, yeah, so basically they're trying to be topical. Talks about, oh, Euphoria. Really? Why are we talking about Euphoria? Yeah, great. Fucking bring in more knowledge to that stupid garbage ass souls. By the way, if you motherfuckers go on to like Euphoria, say, oh, I can relate to Euphoria. You have a problem if you relate to Euphoria, because you're fucking a mental case if that's the case. Drew McIntyre comes out and takes out Madcap Moss and takes his sword back, and yeah. I'll be honest with you, wow, this Go Home show, this was one of the most boring WrestleMania Go Home shows I've seen. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, that was bad. They didn't really give a fuck much, didn't they? They didn't feel like anything. Like, heck, I know, like, this was the case back even when the Smackdown, like, they even, like, they did, like, the same shit, like, this was the case even back then. I think, like, I don't know. It's just like, wow, like, how pathetic. It's just sad, like, it just felt like those tape Smackdowns was, like, before WrestleMania, and it just, like, it was terrible. And that was the case tonight. Now let's talk about the whole thing, which actually mattered, so. which was the cool thing. So yeah, the Steiners gets involved, gets in the Hall of Fame. They get deducted by. I will say this: the setup does look good. I used to not think that. I mean, I'm all traditional, but I'm not gonna lie. The setup, and you know, I'm probably open to the setup nowadays. The setup for the Hall of Fame is actually pretty cool, and I wouldn't mind they keep this setup, like the whole ring thing. I used to think like why they're doing this is just them being cheap, but like honestly, it works now. It actually works. It makes you know, bringing them back to the ring and shit like that. It actually works. It's kind of cool, and especially how Undertaker did his. It works. They managed to make it work. It's freaking cool. So yeah, the Steiner brothers gets inducted by Braun Breaker. The Steiner's math speaks for itself. It was said. It's funny, but this is from TNA, man. Like, wow, they're mentioning that kind of stuff. Scott says sometimes having a live mic goes off the rails, and he thanks that all the tag teams they wrestled. Gives props to Randy Savage. Told the current wrestlers to have fun while they still can. And Rick joked about how they had 4 minutes and Scott took 3, and they thanked their family, and it was pretty cool. It was cool seeing Scott Steiner in the WWE again, you know. So, yeah, they made amends, you know. I didn't talk about it, but, like, they made amends with WWE where they're now at peace, like, they're at, like, good terms. Hi, Ushi, yeah, hi. Testing, yeah, hi, testing, 1, 2. You know, they're at good terms nowadays. Oh, come on, be okay, Alright, yeah, hi, testing. Yeah, hi, testing, 1, 2, 3. Well, yeah, they're at good terms now, you know. That's good stuff. I'm just checking the time. I don't want to run out of time. I'm going to try to make it quick as possible, or just, you know, just get all the information down, you know. Then Carmella gets inducted by Booker T. It's very fitting, honestly. It's pretty cool. People, there are smarts that said, oh, why is she getting the Hall of Fame? Why isn't, like, Molly Holly? Wasn't Molly Holly in the Hall of Fame? I don't fucking, or some dumb bitch, like, yeah, you guys forget that freaking Carmella, she was a Nitro girl, and not only that, she was part of storylines. She actually entertained people as a manager. Well, what makes her different than Sensational Sherry, you know? Manager rallies, like, people talk about Miss Elizabeth should be in the Hall of Fame. Basically, that's what Carmella is. Like, sure, Miss Elizabeth would be nice to be in the Hall of Fame. I don't know why she's not. Or Woman, right? Like, Woman, freaking Nancy Benoit would be great to be in the Hall of Fame. You know? Her being a manager. But unfortunately, you know why that can't happen, unfortunately. That's the sad part. But, yeah. You know, like, so yeah, like, for people saying that, oh, why is she in the Hall of Fame? Well, guess what? She actually was entertaining. She entertained people. She was part of memorable storylines. Why shouldn't she? And she was in part of Booker. She was a main contributor of Booker T's King Booker role. So, shut up. You know? All hail Queen Carmella, indeed. Crowd chanting, you deserve it. Basically, the fucking, I don't know, either the real people or just, I don't know, just, why would they fucking crap? Like, they're cheap. Like, they'll complain on the internet, but say, thank you, Carmella, whatever, you know? She thanks the Nitro girls. She thanks, like, all the people, like, the stars, like, who were part of storylines, like Kurt Angle, Rey Mysterio. Thanks her husband for the role of a lifetime. Thanks behind the scenes and the hometown friends and family. Then the Warrior Award was given to Shad Gaspard, accepted by his family. Dana Warrior gave the award. She was there. It was cool. And I'm not gonna lie, man. Them showcasing the video packages of Shad Gaspard and his wife and his kid. I couldn't get but feel a bit sad. You know, it's just like wow, you know, like, come on, you're trying to make me, like, cry, you know what I mean, there, like, it was like, indeed, man, this guy's a hero, like, fucking amazing, like, Shad Gaspard, by the way, Crime Time, probably, in my opinion, one of the best tag teams to never win the tag titles. I don't understand why the fuck they were never tag champs. I remember when I was rooting for them over Legacy. Remember when or was it like fucking DiBiase wrote, like, was it, they were known as Priceless? I remember I was rooting for Crime Time, winning the tag titles from them. You know, honestly, Crime Time, like, would have been great tag team champions, you know? So, it sucks that they will never, like, and that's sadly the only thing that he's going to be known for. But at least, like, you know, Shad Gaspar, he's going to be, like, now he's going to be known for, like, as a hero, you know? And well-deserved, man. What a fucking man, like. Shad's wife called him a gentle giant, and he lives a life of no regrets. And she told that her son is the best of daddy and lives in you. Basically, I forgot, like, they mentioned things I forgot, like, not only that fucking Shad, like, he is legit a hero, not only saving his son, but he freaking stopped an armed robber, he saved, like, some dogs, like, this guy, Shad Gaspar is the fucking man, like, and you know what, you are the man, like, fucking no wonder the guy had a fucking nice looking wife. I'm not gonna lie to you, his wife looked good tonight, and wow. The guy was winning in life already, you know? Like, God bless him. Like, wow, I couldn't believe how, like, that, oh, that's his wife? And, like, damn, you know, like, you know, God bless Shad. Like, he had a good wife, you know, he had a good son, you know, he was a fucking, it's just like, why are always the good ones die early, man? The guy was good, saving the world. God bless this man. Like, he was fucking basically saving everything. Like, God bless this guy, alright? Rest in peace, man. Like, why the fuck did he have to die? He died a hero. Like, there's nothing better. Like, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, that's amazing. That's a man. You know, I don't think a lot of us could be just like him. Like, that's what I'm talking about. That's a fucking true father. That's what fathers do, man. Like, they risk their lives to fucking... That's what I'm talking about. God bless Shad, man. And he well-deserved to be in the Hall of Fame. Good speech by, you know, in general. You know, I think, like, also, like, freaking his wife mentioned, like, how the meaning of Shad, you know, it was cool, you know. Then Vader's wife and son gave the induction. Apparently, like, Mick Foley was supposed to be the one, like, inducting them, but Mick Foley wasn't there for some reason. But basically, just, you know, if there's a Hall of Fame for being a father, you were in it a long time ago. Basically, thanking Vader. I'm happy, like, Vader's in the Hall of Fame. He should have been inducted when he was living. He literally said that he had 2 years to live. I don't know what the fuck was wrong with his company. I don't know what the fuck. Like, what the fuck's... They did... Oh, yeah, fans of the V, you know, hands gesture. Like, Vader... It's good that he's in the Hall. It would have been nice for him to cut a speech, obviously, but... It is what it is. Rest in peace, Vader. Finally, you're in the Hall of Fame. You should have been inducted when you were alive. But it was cool to finally that he's in the Hall of Fame. And yeah, how can I forget? Him being in Boy Meets World, they mentioning that... God bless him. God bless him for mentioning that. I loved it. Then Vince McMahon inducts Undertaker in the Hall of Fame. Vince McMahon says how this is his favorite night of the year besides holidays. And he said there's nothing more deserving than The Undertaker performed 30 plus years. He listed numerous opponents while the fans kept chanting what? Basically playing a game with them, you know? He had to talk fast. Like, it was fucking hilarious. Vince talked about how very sacrificed Undertaker would make over the years, and Vince said that Undertaker never demanded respect, but rather commanded it. And Vince said that Undertaker was able to accomplish what he did for over 30 plus years through his love in the business, and Vince introduced Undertaker to the ring. I'm telling you, just Undertaker entering the hall. Okay, so I was like thinking, is he going to enter with his gear? And he didn't. He did enter with like a sort of kind of like Undertaker-esque suit, if you think about it. Like, it felt like, oh, that's something like the Undertaker would wear in character. So someone stayed in character while being in the suit, if you think about it. Like, you know, it was an all-black suit. And just, it was amazing. Just the standing ovation enough was amazing. But then, thankfully and amazingly, this speech, like, I don't know why everybody else did not get to talk too long. I guess they didn't want to. But, like, I love this speech. I'm not gonna lie. This, obviously, no wonder he's the headliner of this shit. And I'm happy this speech was long. I mean, definitely the standing ovation alone was fucking amazing. Okay? It was fucking amazing. But, wow. You know, Undertaker being emotional. It's like, Taker, don't cry. We love you. Like, by the way, listen. If you guys don't know, Undertaker's my favorite wrestler of all time. And it's amazing that he's in the Hall of Fame. It sucks that I never gotten to see one of his matches live. It fucking just irritates me. But, like, this guy, you know, just watching him through television, just watching everything, like, this guy entertained many people. He entertained me. Thank you, Taker. And the guy deserves, obviously, they said no one deserves it more than him. It's fucking amazing. He made his full entrance with the lighting and music. You know, he walked like the Undertaker. That's how he did. He said, I loved you to Vince. Gave him a hug, you know. Then fucking thank you, Taker. You deserve it. It was like it was like fucking several minutes of just, you know, Undertaker being emotional. The fans giving him that ovation he deserved. I loved it, man. I wish I was there. I wish I was there. Undertaker finally talked, and he said how the fans behind the curtain know him, don't know him as Mark Howard. They know him by his various nicknames like the Dead Man, the Phenom, the American Badass, stuff like that. He talked about how he made various sacrifices, and how he wouldn't have turned out if it wasn't for the people that helped him through the way. First and foremost, he thanked the fans for being loyal and motivating him. He talked about playing basketball, but wrestling was what he wanted to do in his life. His parents told him that he needed to live for him. His parents told him that he needed to live for him. And at that point, he was determined to become a pro wrestler. And it wasn't glamorous, but he was going to find his true identity. He talked about his various mental moves and how action mattered. He gave a shout out to the Godfather, the Bone Street Crew, and paid tribute to his late friend Yokozuna and Brian Crush Adams. Talk about Paul Bear being a vital part of his character, and how he always goofed around playing, you know, basically whenever he walked away, like he's afraid of cucumbers. Man, I loved how Undertaker felt like a preacher, by the way. He felt like, you know, I loved how he talked, man. He sounded like a fucking preacher, you know, talking, you know, educating people. It was fucking beautiful, you know. I loved it. I fucking loved it. You know, he called Kane, Jacob, but Glenn, but then he called him Mr. Mayor, how he says he's the most human being possible, but then joked about how he stole his move, but then said he did it better than him, which was like, you know, giving up, you know, the respect. Undertaker talked about treating people with respect, and how a smile and kind comment can help someone or even save the life. Basically, he mentioned how, like, oh, just because you're the world champion doesn't mean you're no different than the camera crew or the catering. Like, basically, he acknowledged that we should all be respectful for no matter what, like, whatever role you in, you should be, and that can make their day and save their life. That's fucking amazing. Like, what a fucking man this guy is. Like, what a fucking man. Like, amazing. He take numerous wrestlers like from before him, like guys like Ric Flair, Andre the Giant, basically people from the 80s and 70s that led to like guys like Undertaker and his era to thrive, and more eras to come. So that was pretty amazing. He talked about his WrestleMania 25 match against Shawn Michaels, how it was originally supposed to be thrown on the card at only 50 minutes. Like, what the fuck? They managed to get more time in a higher spot, and then he thanked Shawn for the best match in his career. Said how he didn't need to prove anything, but like them just, you know, say, oh, this hell gonna be going, you know. But then, like, they asked for a longer and better time, and then they wished they were in the main event, and how they said, like, oh, people knew that they should have been the main event, and they were gonna steal the show, so it was amazing. He also fucking thanks Triple H, how it was a pleasure. Their chemistry is undeniable, inside the ring, outside the ring. He praised his family. He called his wife Michelle McCool the foundation of his family and built, and called her his soulmate. Thank Jesus Christ. What a religious man. God bless him. And apparently because of Michelle McCool, he brought him back to God. You know, Jesus Christ. That's good, man. Jesus Christ, prophet. God bless him. Oh, yeah. Happy Ramadan, everybody. Oh, yeah. This was great, that the timing of this. I know, like, I wish it was a better time, but, like, I'm happy that this happened a certain time, because right when my dad came home, we were watching it together, him and Undertaker. We were watching Undertaker getting inducted to the Hall of Fame. By the way, happy birthday, Dad. His birthday's today, actually, today, and it's amazing. Freaking Hall of Fame Undertaker gets inducted my dad's birthday, so happy birthday, Dad. Thank you for making me. We're watching it, and he's just like resting right now, so God bless him. I love my father. Obviously, he says, always thank your parents, be loving to your parents and shit like that, so God bless Undertaker for saying that. And he also freaking thanked Vince, about the opportunity and changed his life, how he became his father figure when his dad died. And he said that he made him do everything, all these types of matches, but he always said that he never got to do the Taker Rooney. And in the wraps of the speech, I reminded fans of the mental moves, perception is reality, respect goes a long way, and never be content. He thanked the fans for taking the journey, and now that he's in the Hall of Fame, he will rest in peace. And then right when he was leaving, he goes back to put on his jacket and hat that was already in the ring and says, "Never say never." And then left, and he does his signature, does the freaking turn back, and then freaking just Undertaker. And it was fucking amazing. I love this. What a moment! That's wrestling. I told you I was more excited about the Hall of Fame than this, and I wish everybody else had a longer speech. I understand there's a time, but why would they be timed? Shouldn't they just get off what they need to say? Let's honor them. But I'm telling you, man, Undertaker, that was a great speech. What a humble man. Oh, yeah, he mentioned how never perceptions and everything and shit like that. The reason why he said that because he roughed up a local competitor by accident, how he got angry, but then he knew he fucked up, how he's an asshole, and then he realized that what, he's not gonna be like the asshole. So he learned, and God, again, this was amazing. I don't know what to tell you. He thinks. Oh yeah, apparently he has a new son. He had another son that was mentioned in the last ride, but apparently he has another son now. Maybe did Michelle Cool have another baby, or apparently people say he might have been adopted. But regardless, freaking God bless Undertaker. He's almost freaking 60 years old, and it's gonna be a father. God bless. And then how he said his daughter, I don't care what he said how his daughter doesn't care what anyone else thinks, and he says never change, and how he's proud of his daughter and hopes to be like that. That's fucking, what a father, man. I wish I was related to Undertaker. Fucking amazing, man. Wow, amazing, freaking amazing. What else to mention? I think I mentioned everything, honestly. There's nothing else to say. All I have to say, if you haven't seen the Hall of Fame promo or the Hall of Fame. He thanks everybody, basically, the backstage and shit like that, everybody, he thanks everybody, and also mentioned, all the wrestlers are mentioned already by Vince McMahon and how he wrestles, basically everybody in his career. Amazing Hall of Fame. Honestly, I don't know how you could not watch this. I know the smarks, I don't give a shit, I'd rather watch, or if you are that kind of person, you're probably the biggest fucking retard I've seen. Go watch the speech of The Undertaker, well deserved. But honestly, watch the entire show. The entire show was pretty cool to watch. Overall, the Hall of Fame was really good. I enjoyed the Hall of Fame this year. Really good. Thankfully, the Hall of Fame has been... who doesn't like seeing legends getting inducted, man? It's always fun. This was definitely fun. I loved it. Definitely better than SmackDown. I was more excited about this than anything. If anything, I would probably enjoy this more than WrestleMania. I loved it. Undertaker, thank you. Thank you to Scott and Rick Steiner. Thank you to Carmella. Thank you to... God bless you, Shaq Gaspard. Rest in peace. Thank you, Vader. I think I didn't miss anybody. Everybody was fucking great, man. And there definitely won't be anyone better than The Undertaker. Overall, yes, SmackDown sucked. What a pathetic go-home show for... the last show before WrestleMania. But the Hall of Fame was fucking amazing. Thank you, Taker. Amazing speech. I don't know what to really say. And yeah. WrestleMania is coming up. And I'm not really that excited about WrestleMania. I was more excited about this, honestly. Alright, let's just say, people, till next time. Peace. Yeah, bye.